What's up, my niggas and niggettes? Y'all probably seen the Hulk vs. Doomsday.
Hope you saw the Hulk Doom vs. Doomsday.
If you didn't, stop this video right now. Bloop, go watch that one. Bam, then bloop, click back on this one. You're back
still
now.
be here.
Venom vs. Bane. Death battle.
We watching, and you watching us watch. And that's called a reaction video.
Our merchandise recently, and we really want to be able to give our community new stuff that they'll enjoy.
And you've got an impressive resume, so if you think you can handle it, the merchandise director job is yours.
Great to be here, Mr.
Like
I won't let you guys down.
Excellent. The first thing you'll need to tell our community about is our first membership.
Big compared to his
Well,
body.
Rooster Teeth First is kind of like our subscription service for the RT website, the mobile app, and the Xbox and Apple TV apps.
Whoa. Yeah, for less than $5 a month, you get access to videos early, exclusive
Man,
content, everything ad-free, and one membership works across all
colorful.
brands on the website.
What's your plan for the promotion?
Man.
I was thinking I'd just put this up on, the internet.
Hell
You know, it's a
no.
film crew.
Nigga, I sit in this exact.
All right, I'll see you around the water cooler.
Oh, Bob, just one more thing. If it doesn't work out, we're going to have to eat you.
Hey, you, sign up for first membership now. What are you gonna eat me?
Shout out to
Every champion of justice inspires others,
We love y'all
whether they mean to or not.
So much.
And sometimes that inspiration creates your worst nightmare.
Venom, the ultimate antithesis to Spider-Man.
And Bane, the burly genius who broke the bat. He's Whiz, I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Holy shit. Oh, look, Suicide Squad death battle.
Symbiosis refers to two organisms living in beneficial harmony, such as when two beings bond over an obsessive, psychotic desire to kill Spider-Man.
Eddie Brock was an up-and-coming journalist on the brink of national success when life decided to just shit all over him.
One day, Eddie published an article incriminating a man he thought was a serial killer. However,
That was
very
where
same day,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man caught the
got
real
the
killer,
symbiote
publicly shaming
that
Eddie.
made Venom
As a result,
in
Eddie's
that
company
story.
fired him, his father disowned him, and his wife left him. Also, he had cancer.
Damn,
It's
talk
Secret
about a bad
Wars.
day.
Ooh, you
Understandably
motherfuckers
pretty
know what it
upset
is.
about it.
I
Eddie
got the
blamed
whole Secret
Spider-Man
Wars.
for ruining his life. This led to his fateful
Oh,
meeting with a
Lord, my
weird
bad,
black
man.
gooey alien. Remember Gag from the 90s? It's just like that, except alive and evil.
This was a symbiote from the planet Clintar,
Man,
an alien
I tell him
species
that
with
Venom
one
and
goal,
Spawn is
to
my
grow stronger
two
by fusing with a
favorite
living
motherfuckers
host.
in the
I know
comic
that
book world.
sounds intimidating and
I know his
almost
is
parasitic,
Hulk.
but the Clintar
Man,
people are
I don't know
naturally
who else
a
this nigga
peaceful
like.
race. However,
Yeah,
they
I like
often
a lot of
inherit their
people.
host's
Yeah,
traits and
it's
personality. This symbiote in particular had previously bonded with a violent alien bent on genocide
Dr. Doom.
and a costume superhero everybody knows as Deadpool.
That crazy lunatic? Oh, there's no way this
Probably
symbiote
even
is
put
sane
the Hulk.
after
I'll
that.
probably put
It wasn't.
Magneto and Dr. Doom.
Afterward, it bonded with Spider-Man, who experienced this
Yeah.
rage and lunacy
I love
firsthand.
Magneto.
Horrified by this,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
I would pick
eventually
Magneto and
discarded
Dr.
the
Doom.
symbiote. Unaware the alien had determined
But I do
Spidey
love
was
the
its
Hulk.
ideal
That's
host
why I was like
and
this.
became obsessed with him.
Much like bar trash Cindy that sometimes you go home with but never really want to see her again. So what do you get when you combine an angry man and a black goo monster both hatefully obsessed with the same guy? Most just call him Venom.
Did you know Eddie came up with the name Venom because he felt he was spewing venom from the tabloids he worked at?
Seriously? I give that origin a 3 out of 10. Thank God the name's cool at least. And Venom's abilities are even cooler. He's insanely strong, ridiculously agile, and has a fast-paced healing factor. He can power through bullets with no problem at all. Plus, the symbiote carries some of the abilities of its previous owners, including Spidey. That means he can climb on walls and shoot webbing strong enough that Spidey himself can't break through.
Technically speaking, Venom simply reproduces the webbing effects via one of his more useful powers, shape-shifting. This symbiote can act as a liquid, allowing it to increase Venom's size for intimidation, or even mimic Eddie's everyday clothing for discretion.
Not to mention, Venom can morph into a wingsuit to glide through the air. I isolate and purge toxins from its host body, straight up turn invisible, or even just sprout spikes for simple stabbing weapons.
With these abilities seemingly limited only by his twisted imagination, Venom has tangled with many of his world's heavy hitters. He's defeated Spider-Man without having a host, resisted Ghost Rider's penance stare, and shaken off the Hulk's infamous thunderclap. That's right, he's even taken blows from the likes of the Juggernaut and the Hulk.
Even if Venom does get injured, the symbiote can rapidly heal its host. From broken bones, impalement through the chest, or even blasts from an anti-tank rocket. He's also so speedy that he can catch up to bullets in mid-flight. But if he doesn't feel like it, he'll just take the shot and spit it back with deadly force.
Yeah, like,
He's
I don't
strong
understand
enough
how
to
Bane
bust
is
down
fucking
metal
with him
doors with his fists,
unless
tear
Bane got
apart large
sonic
military
something.
trucks, or throw cars several blocks away.
Yeah.
I mean, part of
Bane
that's
is
gotta
not
be
that
Brock.
tall.
Have you seen how much that dude can lift?
Most impressively, Venom once held up a giant carnival ride similar to a Ferris wheel, even after getting struck by one of his worst weaknesses, a sound gun.
A sound gun? That's pretty lame. So, like, I can just beat him if I scream really loud?
With enough sound or literal firepower, yes, you could force the symbiote to expose the vulnerable host underneath. Though I should note that repeated exposure has helped Venom build up some tolerance. Also, while the symbiote is highly versatile, Venom is not exactly a strategist. Unsurprising given his apparent insanity.
I like being mad. It makes me happy.
Yeah. Like, I would like
The
Bane
symbiote
to
also
win,
requires a
but
diet
I just
containing
don't
the
see
chemical
it.
phenethylamine.
Because if Bane wins, it's gotta be because he's
You like
smarter, and that's
buy that
why I
at the
like it.
store, or...
No, it's found in
ain't
certain
fucking with
fungi,
Venom.
chocolate, and brain matter, which the symbiote greatly hungers for.
Oh, great! Now it eats brains! God, this guy is literally a living nightmare.
Eddie, is that you?
There's no more Eddie, and no more symbiote. Only Venom.
In his personal mission to drive crime from Gotham City, Batman has faced dozens of foes, each more vile and cunning than the last. But none challenged his sheer willpower more than the monstrous man called Bane.
Bane's life was screwed from the start. He was born into prison and made to carry out his dead dad's life sentence. Talk about carrying the sins of your father. I mean, who puts a baby in jail? Couldn't it just, like, crawl through the bars to make a baby jail? So many questions.
The child spent his dawning years in captivity, forced to fend for himself against a cruel and unforgiving world. Then, one day, a fateful accident caused something to snap inside him.
I'm guessing his neck.
No, well, it should have. Instead, the boy slipped into a coma where he saw a vision of his future self. A man standing above all other men.
Future self told him he would be second to none, so long as he could conquer the power of fear, which is apparently shaped like a bat. Would you look at that? What are the odds?
When the child awoke, he began his journey to conquer that fear through the power of bloody murder.
Hell yeah! That's also when the prison warden called him a bane to everything holy.
And that's why he's named Bane.
2 out of 10. Anyway, it wasn't long before Bane caught wind of a certain bat ruling Gotham City by fear. But he got to work trying to become the ridiculously jacked guy he saw in his dreams so he could take down Batman once and for all.
As he grew up, Bane entered an intense daily workout regimen, not just of his body, but his mind as well. He educated himself in 10 languages, escapology, combat tactics, and several martial arts, including a few he created himself.
Bane pretty much became a legend across the prison.
But they
So
still
to
just
remind everybody who was in charge,
that he's
the
fighting.
warden decided to make an example of him.
See, this place wasn't just a prison. The army of Santa Prisca was conducting tests on human subjects with an experimental formula called Venom.
Because super soldier formulas are all the rage.
The procedure had killed every previous test subject, but Bane proved hardier than expected.
And after he had a taste, Bane wanted Venom for himself. So he faked his own death, punched a few sharks to death, and liberated the whole prison single-handed. The inmates joined his cause, and he took his new super soldier serum to Gotham City.
Using a special apparatus on his wrist, Bane can administer a dosage of Venom directly into his brain at will. Doing so dramatically increases his muscle mass, turning him into one of Gotham City's most ferocious physical threats. He's destroyed the Batmobile with his bare hands, jumped off skyscrapers without injury, and lifted loaded armored trucks which weigh tens of thousands of pounds. And then there's the feat he's most famous for, breaking the back of Batman. But Bane didn't just break bone. He literally put poor Batman into a coma.
Well, years later, Batman did get his revenge. After swapping powers with Superman, he paid Bane a visit and broke his everything.
And somehow this didn't kill him.
He's one tough son of a bitch, and if he needs it, Bane can crank up his flow of venom for more strength and faster healing. But when he first tried this, it came at a cost.
Turns out an overdose of venom can temporarily deteriorate one's mind, turning Bane into a mindless, muscle-bound beast.
And it's also surprisingly addictive, so eventually Bane swore off the stuff for some time.
But this only let Bane prove that he is just as dangerous even without the performance-enhancing drug. He's been pelted by dozens of bricks at once and taken countless stabbings and bullets without even reacting. He once cauterized his own wound with a blowtorch and even got thrown hundreds of yards by a Woman and got right back up ready to fight.
Still off the juice, Bane is strong enough to tear down a stone prison wall, casually rip off an armored guy's limbs, and take out dozens of members of the League of Assassins, solo. But if he really needs to, he can always fall off the wagon and get back on the venom.
Bane's absurd power is matched only by his intelligent mind. He possesses a photographic memory, rivals Ra's al Ghul in chess, and deduced the identity of Batman in 1 year when nobody else could figure it out.
Yeah, Bane's pretty ridiculous, but it's no secret that he's at his best when he's got that venom juice pumping through his veins. Luckily for him, he eventually developed a form of venom that didn't turn his brain into mush, and he then soon got addicted to that stuff all over again.
Still, Bane has proven over and over again that with or without venom, anyone who crosses him will beg for mercy and receive none.
Now, if Venom had, if Bane had some time to, like, if he had some time and a plan, I would say it's a very good outcome.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But all this straight talk has reminded me I gotta bulk up, and the best way to do it is with a delicious home-cooked meal. Now, I'm a man who likes a good home-cooked meal, but going out to buy or hunt my own food is a hassle. If only there was some way food could be brought straight to me.
Good news, Boomstick! Introducing Blue Apron, the #1 fresh food delivery service in the country. Using only the freshest ingredients, Blue Apron delivers a kit of ready-to-cook meals straight to your door, along with easy-to-follow instructions.
Plus, the ingredients are perfectly proportioned, so it cuts down on waste, and you know you're using the right amount. On top of that, you can log into their website and select the upcoming meals that sound good to you, like the spicy shrimp coconut curry with cabbage and rice.
Plus, it does feel rewarding cooking new and exciting meals right in your own home. But don't just take our word for it. We want you to try it.
Because you're watching Death Battle, you can get 3 meals free with free shipping by heading to blueapron.com/battle.
Seriously, you will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/battle.
But right now, it's time for our Death Battle!
Man! Oh! What's the animation gonna look like? Turn the lights off.
Step aside, niños.
It's a bat!
No, he's something else. You're mine!
fall back on cheap magic tricks, trying to disappear. Yet you don't know how to be truly invisible. Now, I give you permission to die. You're just like all the others. Broken. What's happening?
That's about.
That's how it would go.
That can't taste good.
Both fighters
Get
were
out of here,
intense
Batman.
physical
You don't
threats,
want
but
none of
only
that.
one wielded the superior
Not
Venom.
on first.
Venom had many
Yeah.
advantages over Bane. Speed, durability, versatility, and even strength.
I've got to get out of
Strength
here.
was at most just enough to lift each one's
Watching the shadows
Meanwhile,
like,
Venom was
what
strong
the
enough to
fuck?
stop a falling carnival ride and hold it up by himself, even while in a weakened
Yeah,
state.
dude, I have to
Comparing
imagine,
it to
even
similar
if you
carnival
don't
rides,
cuss
my
out
very
loud,
conservative estimate
in
would
his
place
head,
this thing
Batman
weighing
has
around 200
what the
tons.
fuck?
Way more impressive than anything Bane ever lifted.
Of course, Bane was smarter. However, even if he had deduced Venom's key weaknesses to fire and sound, he wasn't really equipped to take advantage of them.
As for speed, Venom could catch bullets. Even better, he could catch up to bullets in midair. He had to move over 1,500 miles per hour to do that.
Ironically enough, almost twice the speed of sound.
Surprisingly, their durability levels were pretty even. Both have taken hits from Superman-level beings and lived to fight another day.
The big difference being Venom's healing factor was far superior. He could fight on par with Juggernaut, who can make 4.8 magnitude earthquakes with his bare hands.
But it's not like Batman ever needed super strength to knock Bane out cold.
That's right.
In time, Venom's superior strength, speed, durability, and versatility simply overwhelmed Bane.
Looks like Venom was the real Bane of this fight.
The winner is Venom.
Totally outstretched.
Hey, stick around to find out who's coming up next on Death Battle.
And if you want to see behind the scenes commentary on the episode, then click that box and start a 30-day free first membership trial.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's next?
That was like a flash symbol, it looked like.
Shazam.
We haven't really done the best job with our merchandise recently, and we really want to be able to give our
I think it was
community
Shazam or a Power Ranger.
That'll be clean. I think that come out tomorrow.
No, it does not. Because we would be going to see it.
Alright.
Hey guys, thank you for watching us watch the Death Battle. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to Screw Attack.
Man,
Shout out to Blue Apron. I hope we get them likes because I think that would be a great idea for a show. Shout out to Uptown Jackson.
and young nigga Ice City 5-1 motherfucking O. Touch your girl titty.
It's a great idea.